Hello, I have now pushed all the streaming buttons and maybe something's going to happen. Oh, I'm live now, finally. Okay, I've just been chatting up a storm for 30 minutes and was not live. Now I'm live, okay. Great. And you know what? This video might even be public. It is not. I don't know if it needs like a minute to buffer or what, but it's just not there. Okay, let me, let's do private browsing mode. What can you see in private browsing mode? Can you see anything? You can see my last stream at least. Okay, well, this stream just is unlisted. I don't know how to fix that. That's really annoying. Okay, one of these days I'll know how to stream. But in the meantime, here we are, doing the thing. Yeah, I think maybe... Oh, you know what? I got a countdown timer maybe. 20 seconds? Let's see. Let's see how it is. Okay, it's been a minute. What does that mean? Am I just waiting for YouTube to do its thing? Is that all it is? It could be that. Could be just that it takes time. Okay, well, regardless, we're going to continue on. We're going to soldier on while the stream is probably happening. Anyway, there's that. Well, okay. Now then, the thing to do now is to test out the brand new Hypertube cannon in both directions. We are just in time for testing it. I just built it a little bit ago, just before the stream, as mentioned, on a fake stream. Here, let's go look at it. Okay, see how slow we're going? Well, we can fix that with this cannon. Vroom! Oh yeah, there we go. And if you look at the map, we're going real fast. Oh gosh, we're already across the lake. Wow. Super fast, and we just passed the Hypertube cannon on the way back. The one going the other direction. Okay, so we're going down here. Now, I thought about putting the Hypertube cannon on the ground here, right? Which would have been cool. The problem is I got this whole big factory over here. And I don't really think this corner's special. Like, I don't think this is the right place for the Hypertube to end up eventually. And I don't want to have to redo the cannon later. So I tried to pick the best spot, sort of in the middle, to where all my Hypertube entrances could go to the same spot and use the same cannon. That's the goal. Anyway, you can see on the way back, we are going to go through the cannon because we're using the branch to choose the default route to go in. And so here we go. Boom! And this is super fast. It's even faster on the way back. Sorry if you're dizzy, folks. We're just flying across. Oh yeah. So that's what it's like to have a Hypertube cannon. Okay. Oh yes, and it's so strong it sends us all the way through the second entrance here. I'll have to make some adjustments to prevent that because I'm kind of relying on... Whoa, yeah. Whoa, that was quick. Okay, but since we have the liquid biofuel now, we can stay in the air for like 53 seconds, something like that. Anyway, nearly a minute, which is so impressive. So like there's almost no chance of us falling now, especially since I've been so used to limiting myself. Until I get used to this new field, there's no chance of falling and dying from fall damage. So that's great. But as soon as I get used to it, the opportunity for failure returns. See, we're going so slow on the way back because we just went through one entrance, one Hypertube entrance. So, and we're just going to exit here. And you can see we're right across from this other one. That is the reason that we went straight through accidentally. How am I going to fix that? Well, one way to fix it would be to have this go up in the air at this point. If we go down, we're going to end up crashing. If we go up, it'll at least be fun to go up. Let's do that. Let's fix this so this one goes up. And we're going to move it over even though it's kind of an abomination. Because, there we go, support. Because these used to line up, right? So having them not line up is kind of, it's gonna screw with me, 100%. 100%. We don't need to rotate it, so we're good. Now we need to rotate the top. Oh, of course, it's backwards. Let's do it that way. And this is going to be screwy. Oh, you know what? I forgot. If you do it that way, it's always screwy. Okay, so let's do it this way. Now then, we're noodle mode still. Whoa. Let's try the horizontal to vertical. What does that do? Can't really see it while going up that high. Doesn't look good though. Let's just use noodle mode. Noodle mode is fine for this. No. Let's use auto. No, heck no. Curve. Okay. Auto it is. Oh, no. Noodle. Noodle. There we go. I just noticed a major downside of my new plan. Anyone want to take a guess? Yeah, well. Going back is difficult. Okay, let's just try one more time. See how it goes. Again, we're going... Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. Okay, well. It's a good thing it's slow because it was the wrong way. Let's try again. Go back that way and then choose a direction. I can't tell. Oh, you know what? The way that's placed, you can't really see it when you select the correct direction. Okay, I did select the correct direction, but you can't see it. And you just have, it's just like a trust me, bro. I'll probably rectify that at some point. Oh man, that makes me dizzy. Oh yeah, very, very dizzy. Anyway, here we go. Oh, actually, it's kind of nice. It's like racing. It's like driving a race car a little bit. Such a beautiful area, too. All right. So what do we want to do now? I have half a mind to start building out monorails, but to be honest with you, I don't actually need them at the moment. I don't think. I just kind of want to have them, but I don't have a use case. I just want rails, just because they're cool. If I had a lot of cargo to deliver from one place to another, that might make sense. I do have some coal I could deliver that way, but I don't really care about coal anymore now that I have oil. So I can use that to make fuel. So, and use it to make power. Okay, so that's one option. Another option is to try to reach my objectives, to unlock the next, whatever you call it. Like send stuff on the space elevator, basically. Or I could just do a, whoa, hello, there we go. Yeah, I like that. That's gonna be fun, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be a nice break when you're moving from one area to another. You know, I could try to unlock the tier 7 and 8, right? Phase 3. Or I could just go for unlocking railway signaling and pipeline engineering. I could just start building what I need to make... Oh, sorry. I can start building what I need to make computers and heavy piping and whatever else. Oh, here's something I need to do. I need to set up copper sheet technology at this new spot. Yeah, that's something I've been putting off. So I could unlock any of these guys, or I could try to unlock phase 7. I don't really know what's best. Let's go take a look at the space elevator and see what it is over there. I haven't really shown you guys this side of the factory. We didn't go here last stream, did we? Okay, so we'll go to the space elevator. You guys will get to see something new. If you haven't already. I don't remember. Alright. So, head to the space elevator to figure out what those little tiny icons stand for. I don't know why they're so small on the screen. Alternately, I don't know why my eyes are so bad, but that's another story. They're the eyes I was born with, so that's how it is. Woo! Alright then, and we got a brand new Caterium mine over there, which all of it's new to you, I guess. Okay, yeah, let's take a look. This is my first factory. This is where I started from, right here. Oh, whoops, we just passed it. Because I was gawking. Yeah, we don't want to pass it because this is a long way back. Yeah, but here's my first factory. Space elevator. You can see I just threw the space elevator somewhere. Actually, it's kind of funny. Because this is my first time playing the game, right? I had never played it before. And the first location... Oh yeah, this is going to be nice with a new jetpack. The first location I was ever in was right approximately there on the hill. And when my character landed, he was facing this way, and I could see this little hill thing over here, right? Or this little cliff. I'm like, ooh, that's cool. My goal for my factory is to build over to that location. That was my goal. And at that point, my factory was like right here, maybe? I think it was right around here. And it was no bigger than this little spot here, right? And I put the space elevator down, and this is kind of the biggest my factory was at that point. There's a death crate there that I've not been able to collect. There's a tractor down there, too, right beside it. That's kind of hilarious. Anyway, at that point, my factory was around this size-ish, maybe a little bigger. And then now my factory goes over here, over here, over here, over here, and up here. And I haven't bothered to return to my original goal of just getting across there. I guess it wasn't that... The horizon was not that important to me, as it turns out. As soon as I put down this... In fact, I put down the space elevator at this location as kind of a promise to myself that I would build my factory out in this direction. And I just didn't. I never even explored this way. Like, I just didn't... I don't know. It just didn't feel right to build across it. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of part of what it was. Just the idea of just building across there to meet my dream goal just seemed cheap, right? However, at this point, I wonder if maybe I could... Yeah, okay. I wonder if maybe I could just use the... I wonder if I could use the... Whatchamacallit? But let's try this. Let's save. I don't want to die again. I wonder if I could use the jetpack to get across there now. You know, actually, I could definitely use... Oh, yeah, we're more than... Oh, yeah, we're not going to make it. Maybe. I could definitely use a parachute to get across here, because look how close the jetpack's coming. Can I do this without dying? Probably. Wow, it's really close, though. This is super touch and go. Oh, we're going to make it. We live. Okay, we live. That's freaking cool, though. That's freaking cool! Yeah! Okay, well, I guess I can explore this area now. Okay, well, I guess I know what I'm doing this stream. I figured it out. Yeah, I talked myself into it by introducing it to you. That's what happens, man. When you share your dreams with other people, they get reinvigorated. They come alive. And it's not like it was a super, you know, it's not like it's a, well, I shouldn't say that. Like, it is profound. To me, it's profound. And it isn't profound like, oh my, what you know, it looked kind of lame when I went across it. Well, maybe it didn't look lame. I don't know. It's not that far, right? Compared to all the other stuff I've done. The thing that makes it transcendental is like, this gave me a reason to keep playing, right? Like, and that's not, it's a video game, right? It's not terribly deep, but anyway, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Okay, well. Okay, ooh. Wow, 130 leaves, huh? That's a lot of leaves. Okay. So there's that. This is the thing that attracted me in the game when I first landed. That's the thing I laid my eyes on. You know, I don't want to cut the trees near it, really. But yeah, that's the thing I laid my eyes on. And you know what? I'm confident I could get up there. That's a cool thing. Wow, I have 300 leaves at the moment. I don't know how much of them I got recently, but I think most of them. Look at this. Oh, there's an enemy? No, not an enemy. Great. It looks like my space elevator is attached to it, because it's oriented toward it. All right, we're gonna make it. You're gonna make it at least that far. Oh yeah, easily, easily. Little pocket of cool. That's neat. You can just, oh yeah, it's beautiful. Very beautiful. Look over there. That's a place I've never been, isn't it? That's pretty cool. I've never been there. That looks like a house over there. I know it's not any more than that's a house. That's what it looks like. Triangular. It looks like an A-frame. Okay. A little bit nervous here. Shouldn't be. I have a jetpack. Whoop. Ooh, this could go bad. Okay, let's go back. We can always try again. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay, we can try again. We need to at least get up to that highest ledge we can see right now. Oh. We try again. As far back as we can. There's our goal. Jump. We at least need to get up there, I think. Oh, look, there's some grass. Okay, we don't have to go that high. I don't think we could have gone that high. But we can at least get here. Great. The destination has been revealed. There's a spider in front of my screen. He's just hanging out. Trying to build his home there. Nope, spider, I already live here. You can't take my home. Alrighty. This is cool. But I don't want to build anything up here. I don't really even want to pick up the leaves. I don't want to mess with this spot. This is my oasis, man. This is my reason. Maybe if I had like a cool... Oh yeah. I can look over my factory from here. Here we go. Maybe if I could like build natural stuff, like landscaping stuff. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'm kind of bored, a little bit bored. I feel like I'm dropping pace a little bit. This was fun though, and there's other stuff to explore. At some point, I'm gonna go look at the A-frames down there. I'll come back. It might not be soon. I mean, honestly, it might not be soon at all. But I'll come back. It'll be a thing. What a beautiful place. Now, I'm gonna use a parachute on the way back. No, we're not using the jetpack. Let's use the parachute. It's going to be sick riding a parachute there. And I'll have no fear whatsoever. Boom. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is sick. I wonder how far we can get. And you look there, you know, you can see the orange pipe there. You can see the white road there. You can see that little archway, the stone archway. That's kind of the midway point between my first factory area and my second factory area. My first factory and my second factory. This is the later one, but it's kind of a midpoint between the two. I wonder how close I can get to that second factory if I go this way. I mean, I'm going to have to walk on foot afterward, but I guess it's worth finding out. Wait, what was my goal? Wait a minute, my goal was to go to the space elevator, so let's not get too distracted. All right. We can always try that later. See how far we can get. Dang, we're pretty high up on the space elevator. I don't know that I could get... Well, I think I could get this high on the jetpack now. But I think if I'd gone straight for it, like I would have been up there somewhere. Yeah, okay. Now then, let's switch to the jetpack. And then pulse the landing. There we go. Let's take a look in here. What do we need? Versatile framework, modular engine, and adaptive control unit. We need all of those things. Okay, great. Let's go do it. So I was a little bit disappointed yesterday when I couldn't find my drawing tablet, my digital tablet, which kind of the whole point of having that was so I could doodle a little bit on the screen. Sort of meant it for streaming, but also maybe artistic stuff. Like, yeah, I legitimately meant it for streaming. I thought I might be trying to do artwork on stream or something, but I was just thinking, let me doodle a little, whatchamacallit. Let me just doodle my notes and do some math calculations here and like do the ratios for the factory and like have it on screen where y'all can see it. I was so disappointed when I couldn't find it yesterday. I think I must have packed it away, cleaning up my office. So that's the thing. So I just need to unpack everything now, and just so I can find it. That's how it goes. You pack stuff up. Oh, I can't find my stuff. Let me unpack it. Oh, it's in my way. Let me pack it up again. Like, it's a never-ending cycle. That's just how it goes. Okay. Right then. Now here's the right place to be doing things. Oh yeah, that was convenient enough. Okay, so this is still going. That's really what I want to look at right there. Go take a look. Okay. Making stators, that's fine. Those are idle. 51% of the time. Okay. Interesting that it's that high. What about these? These are idle. Okay, it's 89%. Why is it not at 100? I know on first blush what the answer ought to be. Like, why is it not 100? Let's see. Let's just watch it for a second. What happens when we finish? Does it just... Well, I mean, it's got plenty of materials. Yeah, it's just going right away. So why is it not at 100%? Is it because... I don't know. Anyway, usage of these guys should be... Okay, it's running. That's a good sign. 72%. That's a good sign. It was like abysmally low before. 90%. That's really good. 90%. Okay. 90% is kind of what I expect from this setup here. But these guys should be running at 100%, and the fact that they're not is a little bit frustrating to me after all the work I put into that. Okay, I just saw that, though. It's idle. Why is it idle? Yeah, that was strange. It just happened. Let's watch this one from the front. You see, it started right away that time. I guess sometimes the screws just don't come quickly enough, right? They don't quite keep up with it sometimes. Okay, well, I could ruin the experiment by just throwing in a few more screws there. Not messing with this one, really. Yeah. So I think the issue is they're just not filling up quite fast enough, even though this is a level 3. Oh, could that be the explanation? That could be the explanation, actually. Let's go take a look here. This stuff is level 4 up to this point. Alright, so we're going to fix that. We're gonna fix it right now. Okay, oops. Level 4, okay. We're gonna start from this side just to make my life easier. So that should get it going a little bit faster, I think. And we should go from 90% to 100%. Problem being, oh, we don't have enough stuff. Great. Let's get some more stuff. Here it is. It's really easy to see from the backside. All right. Man, those Mark IVs, you can really see them. They're huge. Okay. This is a struggle. Struggle's real. Can't do it while I'm on it, I guess. Okay, a little bit of challenge here. Oh. Oops. I don't care if I upgrade a different one. Like, it's just a little bit of use of materials. Okay, so it looks like that's all up to Mark IV, but this stuff is not. It's stuff inside here. Man, I really want all of these to be Mark IVs because I never want to have to think about that again. Like, it's such a short length that there's no justification for not using Mark IVs. Other than I just freaking can't reach it. That's a justification. Come on. Guess I could try hovering, but dang, I'm not going to be that good at it. Oh, no wonder. I think I got two of them. Okay, I think I might have gotten them all. The main question, though, is those guys. That's Mark III. Whoops. Okay. Looks like it's going at full speed now. So hopefully that moves us up to 100%. Yeah, that's really what I did wrong there, was missing that last little bit. Okay, I must have just been really tired when I set this up. Because the thing is, each one of these uses 100 screws per minute, which means we need at least 300 screws per minute to run 3 of them, right? Because it's got 3 of them here. So, that means, oh, well, we need 300 screws per minute, but a Mark III belt can only do 270, so we're lacking 30 screws per minute. Which, if you think about it, it's lacking 30 screws per minute, it's 10 screws per minute for each one of these machines. So instead of having 100, it's having 90, so that's 90%. That's why it was at 90% instead of 100%. Okay, so that makes me feel better. I know for a fact we're producing 300 screws per minute. I think we're producing more. What was it, 135 times 2? But I know we have at least 300, right? So we should be good. Now let's see, let's take a look. Why is it not showing the name of it? Yeah, I'll look at the blueprint instead. Blueprints for screws is somewhere. Oh, here it is. 160. Produce... Oh, I got that wrong. Okay, anyway, produce 160 screws. So 320 total. Right, because we're producing 40 per minute times 3. Okay, so 40 per minute times 3 would be 120 per minute. Oh, there are 4 of them, times 4. So it's 160, yeah. Okay. Yeah, 40 times 4 is 160. And then, we come down here, we've got 4 more of them. So 160 times 2, because we got 2 sets of 4x4s. Two sets of 4. 2 sets of 4 constructors, which each do 40 per minute. So 160 times 2 is 320, right? Because 16 times 2 is 32. Then multiply by 10. All of that fun stuff to say, here we are. Mathematics is cool, kids. Stay in school. Mathematics lets you build an empire. Okay, to let you know, why the heck is my stuff not going fast enough? Why is it going so slow? Those are questions you can answer with math. So I couldn't quite see what was going wrong, but I was able to calculate it because I looked here and I saw the Mark III belts, and I'm like, wait a minute, those don't move 300 per minute. So there we go. We got it all sorted. We're producing more than enough. Needs to be Mark II. Yes, because a Mark II belt can handle 120. That's more than 100. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. Great. Okay, I don't need any of those right now, although it'd be nice to... Well, I got the rifle now. I'm fine with the rifle. Okay, so... Okay, I think what I really want to do at this point is play the long game a little bit, because I've been putting it off. I want to build... I think I want to do the space elevator thing. I want to send stuff on the space elevator, unlock the next tiers. Because the remaining things I have in tiers, what was it? 4 and 5? 5 and 6? 5 and 6. The remaining stuff I have in tiers 5 and 6, it's not really that interesting to me. I mean, I'm genuinely very interested in having monorail signals and a whole monorail train network where I'm just sending trains back and forth everywhere. That's exciting. The problem is I don't see a use for it at this point in time. So it's not like, you know, it's exciting because it's something that's very useful to do in Factorio. It's something in Factorio that you almost have to do. And it's really fun to be productive in that way. And I love watching trains go back and forth. And I know when I finally have a reason to do it here, I'm really going to enjoy them. But it's not fun to do something for nothing. It's not fun to set up a whole production line that you don't actually need. All right, now enough of that. Let's go ahead and build what we need to build. I'm considering I could build this in the most convenient place, which would be way over there. Still might do that. I think I will for the versatile frameworks, because I've seen those being used more than one time and for more than one thing. So for versatile frameworks, it makes sense. It's going to be reusable. For the others, they haven't really proven themselves. I want to put them further away from the center of my factory, because that space is reserved for cool stuff. Then I could just build them there and then remove them when they're no longer useful, but when does that ever happen? Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, great. See, here's where my resources come from over here, so... I need to redesign my factory. The way it works right now is not that cool. I gotta figure something out. Oh, I've got an idea. I should have thought of this sooner. I've got an idea that would definitely be helpful. Yeah, I could still implement it, couldn't I? I could do a second layer of my factory with more machines. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I should do, right? Second layer instead of all this nonsense. Ooh. That's investing in the future. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to do a second layer. All right, here's second layer. Oh, no. Good. No. Oh, oh. I was somehow in just the right spot to avoid. Nope. I don't know. I was in just the right spot to avoid getting sucked up. But I'm not there anymore. All right, fine. I know where I can build from. Without getting too distracted here. Oh, God. Oh. Ah! I feel like I should be better at this by now. Okay. Second layer. 4-meter foundation. We don't want to build it there. We want to build on top. Thank you. And we want to build in vertical zoop mode. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Is that high enough? I don't think it is. I think we need to go higher. You know, it is high enough. The highest point in my factory is right here. Those sacks of concrete. So this will work. Perfect. Man, I love having the jetpack, especially the new one. It really increases my mobility. Like, it's super awesome having the new jetpack. Like, I could not, like, the things I'm doing right now would have been so arduous before. Like, I literally would not have ever considered design like this. Whoops, I just hurt myself. I would not have considered a design like this previously, because it was just so inconvenient to be able to go up this high. That's why my factory's sprawling the way it is and doesn't go vertically that much. I mean, other than the fact that we're a million miles off the ground right now. You know, this is the one vertical thing I did, and it was so difficult and treacherous. I died probably 10 times. That's not an exaggeration. Certainly more than 5, but probably, gosh, could have been 20. I died so many times setting this up because I had to use the stairs to go up and down here. That was my only way, and like, yeah. And I built these here and left these here just so I could have stairs. It's so weird to me that in this game, the most effective way to get stairs is to stack storage containers. It's so strange. Like, I don't grasp the concept of that. Why don't they just give you an early game ladder? Like, I just don't... It does not make sense to me. Oh my goodness, and look, oh my goodness, wow. Look at that, all that difficulty, all that challenge I surmounted way back when. And now I've transcended it. Now it's not even difficult. Also, I just saw a yellow slug. Why haven't I grabbed that yet? I mean, I do know why. There's probably some kind of enemy down here I didn't want to mess with back before I could fly. Whoop. Come on, switch tools. Why are you having such a hard time switching tools? I jumped to my seat. You know what? No. I could bash you by hand, but I'm not gonna. Probably. That's right. You better... Oh, hello. He got me. A good move. Touché. But you can't get me up here. That isn't the question. The question is, can I get you from up here? Yeah, bucko. Buckaroony. I don't intend to play fair with these guys. Does that mean I got him? No, he's not dead. That guy can move. Okay. I guess we are going to do it this way just for convenience sake. Oh man, it's going to be chaotic. Avert your eyes if you don't like the flashing. It's going to be a lot of that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, oh no, I was going to say, did I kill him that quickly? Did I get him that close to dead with just the... I did, okay. So I did do a fair amount of damage with the, I did a fair amount of damage with the rifle, but it didn't quite finish him. Okay. Let's get the yellow one. Now let's get undistracted. Yeah, so this is way easier than it was before. I have transcended my previous limitations. That's exactly how it feels. And by the way, I think that's kind of part of the reason video games are so exciting, because you can have these limitations which are fundamental and very human, and you can work, and with great effort, you can overcome them in a way that is so epic and so beyond the norm. Like, I think that's part of why video games are fun, at least for me. Of course, once I say at least for me, it makes the statement obviously true and untestable, right? Like, because I could just lie to you about what I think is fun. There's no way for you to test that. Unless you try to measure my brain chemicals or something. I guess you could test it. What I'm saying is that it takes away the fun. I think probably for everyone, because I feel like, you know, I'm a smart guy. I can speak for everyone. Anyway, whatever. Don't take me too seriously. I think, there we go. That's working fine. Great. I think that transcending human limitations is exactly what makes video games fun. And it might even be like, you might even say, well, you can, you know, even the fact that you can play a video game is transcendent already, because I am not this character that I'm sitting here as. I'm not this person. I don't have their same, like, I'm not a fix-it employee. You know, that's not actually who I am. So the fact that I'm able to sit here and pretend to be one is transcendent. That's a reasonable case for that. AI limiters. Don't need them in my inventory so I can avoid losing them. Let's see. Let's do a little sortiness. Sort some stuff. I don't remember why I had this. There was a reason. It was to make ammunition, so I think I can delete it now. Get my inventory slot back. I haven't used that forever. When I remember what it is, it will be the moment when I remember what it is will be exactly the time when I need it. I'm like, oh, I wish I had that, and then I'll just go back for it. Okay. Okay. I think it was to make the gas nobelisks, but I couldn't figure out how to actually use them. I wonder. Let me clear my inventory. See, this is one that puzzles me. Maybe someone out there knows. This puzzles me. When I switch to the detonator thing, right? Like, it's obviously got a red one there. How do I switch from the red one to a different kind? Well, I don't have the other ones right now. I got rid of them. Partly because I couldn't figure out how to use them. How do you keep both in your inventory and then choose which one you want? Because it seems like to me that the ultimate way to use that... Oh, you know what? Going to 10... No, this is wrong. No, this is heinous. This is not just wrong, it's heinous. Okay, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're not doing that. Oops. Okay, so we want to delete specifically foundations and specifically in this direction. We don't want to delete the ones under here, though. Gotta be careful here. All right. Boom. Great. Oh, no, no, not literally boom. Hang on. That's going to be more than 10, but I honestly don't care at this precise moment. I know it's going to... I'm going to need probably 30. Just figure it out later. It doesn't need to be an even multiple of 10. I'll get over it. I would like it to be, but I'll get over it. Yeah, okay. So I'll just make these all the same. All the same! Same, same, same. There we go. Okay, now. Let's think about it for a minute. So, how are we going to bring these guys up? Well, from right here, in front, right? Yes, not in the back, in the front. So that's how it's going to be. Means we're going to remove the walls here. Just remove all of them. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of those, and we're going to... I don't yet know how I'm going to handle the 2 rows of different kinds of items. I thought I was being clever at the time, but... Okay, so here's my first idea. Okay, we take the first one, the simple route. Just like that. Very simple. Now, the second one... Okay, we can come out further, but if we do that, it just makes it harder for me to access this from the floor, and I still want to be able to do that. Another option would be to take this down instead of up. It'll have to go through the floor. I'm not going to remove the floor. Take it down through the floor, and then route it back up another way. That seems kind of onerous, though. Or a third option presents itself as soon as I get these guys lined up. I think there's a third option. I think there is. Alrighty. Boom. We got that part taken care of. Now, I think what I should do at this point is to build one halfway between those two. Like, okay. Can I? Okay, that's good. Okay, we might have to do this by hand. Okay, let's see. Uh-huh. Okay, well, it's a little bit too close there. I want it close like that, though. I don't mind if it's overlapping, I think. can't overlap that way. Ooh. Okay, let's see how this does. I don't think this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I don't think I got the height right either. Oh, the location's definitely wrong. Okay, no. No. Here's what we're going to do. Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. I got it all figured out. Now, what we're going to do instead is build one of these in between. Yes. So much for that. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh. All right, well, okay. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Okay, let's go straight mode. And then F3 toggle. Boom. F3 toggle off. See, this is one of those things that's really annoying. In order for me to connect it, I have to toggle F3 off. And then if I want F3 again, I need to toggle it back on. Kind of want those two to line up with each other. I think they are. Kind of would like that. Be nice. Okay, now. What I want to do at this point. I don't want to snap. Come on now. Interesting, there's room for exactly two more in the middle here, and they're not going to go, it's not going to center up. It's not going to G up with it. Now, if I go here, okay, that's, okay. This consumes 2 units, as far as I'm concerned. 1 unit, 2. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. There are 3 units here between these two. And I can't get it in the middle, too. Can't get it here. No, you can't. Well, maybe. No. Nope, still can't. Okay, it's just not possible. It just won't fit to the grid there. Anyway, okay, that's fine. It doesn't really need to be magically perfect or magically delicious, as the case may be. But what I do need is for it to go over here. Whoa, okay. You know what? I need to have a temporary whatchamacallit here. That'll do it. Temporary who's that? Works for me. Is that close enough? Okay, I think it is. Build another one. And I want it to be lined up. Yes, this is what I want. I want it lined up here. Okay, now it's lined up in the right spot at the top. Oh, gosh, that took so long. What were we doing down here? I don't remember. Okay, it took so long. Now we're going to go down here. We're just kind of level with these guys. That's right. It's perfect. Put it there. I think that's going to work. I think that's fine. Straight, let's try default. Oh, snapping is on. No, snapping is off. Let's try, okay, it's in the wrong order. Okay, we can do that again. This is taking a while, but we're just developing a methodology, right? Like we're gonna, whoa. We're developing the methodology. We're going to get it right. Okay, I understand now why it's broken. I do get that. It's because I built this in reverse here, and it just automatically... Yeah, when I built the belt in reverse, this was influenced by it so it could connect. Makes perfect sense. Now, default mode is going to be what? We build it there. We want to build in reverse mode. So can we change the build mode while we probably can't. No, I don't think I think we're in nudge mode. Okay. Put it there. Build in reverse. This is a good sign. It's a good sign. There we go. Now these could potentially connect. Okay, we can't do default. Or straight. Or curve. Okay, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Well, here's my last test. Let's do the same and try to connect it on the other side. If this doesn't work, then we're going to have to make a compromise. It's not that we can't get it done. We're just going to have to compromise on something somewhere. We're spending a lot of time on this. Something that I was hoping would be simple. Okay, now let's try here. Oh, this is... I don't expect this to work at all. No. It says invalid shape. Invalid shape. Invalid shape. Okay, one last thing to try. Nope. Should have done this the first time. It would have been more likely to work in the other direction. Okay, it was okay. So that doesn't work. That's too close, right? It needs to be slightly further away. So, what's the trick? Shows you what you're going to get. Shows you what you're going to get. What you're going to get. This is a great way to search through these and see what's in them, right? 12,000 screws. Boom. A lot of them. Wow, 4,800 of those, 4,800 of those, 2,400 of those, 2,400 of those. Okay, yeah, a lot of them. Anyway, we need to get it slightly further away, which means we need to move it in some direction away from where we'd ideally like to have it. Now, here's an option. Here is an option. I'm just going to show you guys. You know what? Let me do all the easy ones first, actually. I'm going to get rid of that for now. I should have put it back, but whatever. I'm going to do all the easy ones, and then we'll go from there. We don't want reverse this time. Oh. Oh, wow, okay, I have all of those, but not reversed. Default. It's good to know we don't have to settle ourselves for Mark 1 or Mark 2. We can do Mark 4 if we want. It's good to know. Getting those lined up is now difficult. Why was it so easy last time? Is it really lined up? It's really lined up? Okay. Oops. Meant to stop myself before I fell. You know what I'm really looking forward to is having the hovercraft to let you hover anywhere inside your factory as long as you have power connections nearby. That's pretty cool because you can hover infinitely. There's no fuel limit or anything. This kind of stuff is going to be way easier than building this stuff. Yeah, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it allows you to be motionless a little bit easier. Like you can just stay in position. Okay, well. I think I got it. Oh, I got it. Great. Don't know if it's worth doing that again, but we're going to try. I think we got it. Great. Great. Okay, great. What I'm going to do is try out several different methodologies down here and see which one works better. All right, first off, we're going to decide whether to use the left side or the right side. And I'm pretty convinced I should be using this side. I think that's the one that's going to give us the best results. So we're going to line it up there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we need to do it for all of them. We can, if we want, we can choose to remove this later, but it's starting to look okay. I'm starting to be okay with it. Right there. Oops. Right there. Right there. Right there. Now, I've decided on that because I don't want to vary that around. Now, let's build these guys. I'm missing iron. Of course, I could have just... Well, no, iron's not up there yet. Never mind. I probably lost all the iron from building concrete, didn't I? Yeah. It means I'm probably about to run out of concrete. Anyway. From building concrete foundations. Building cannot be nudged. That is frustrating. Because that means I need to move all of those. That's what it means. What I want is for you to be snapping to that, but not in the same spot, exact same spot. Perfect, that's what I want, right there. Right there, right there, right there. Okay, now, come down here. You know what? I think I've decided. I think I've already figured out what I want. This is probably what I'm going to go with. Let's use straight mode. Just not worried about that. Use straight mode. Oh, snapping is on, which is, nope, snapping is on. What? Oh, this is going the wrong way. Right, we need to build in reverse mode now. I really wish you could flip things like that after you built something. I get why. Canonically, it makes sense either way, right? Canonically, you could make sense of it either way. And I do get that there is some sense to not having it. For story reasons, it makes sense to have to rebuild it. I get that, but I just really don't want to have to rebuild stuff to reconfigure it. I don't want to have to like, when I find myself doing this tedious stuff, and like, you see how hard this is? I just did the thing, right? And I got everything right except for one small detail, which is reverse mode. Let's do that while I'm talking. And you can see, I'm struggling with it. What did I do wrong? I forgot to turn on the snapping. That's why I'm struggling. I just forgot an extra step that really shouldn't be required. Like, why is the turning on snapping makes it easier for it to not snap? Like, there's just so much to this. Anyway, like, they did a good job overall. There's just some things that I could wish for better things. All right, forget that. We're gonna start here. Or maybe, come on. Oof. I think that hopefully that matches. Okay. Build it. Well, that's not a good sign. It's already overlapping, huh? Overlapping with what? Not a good sign. Oh yeah, it's not matching up at all. Not at all. Okay, well. That is frustrating. I had it perfect. I had a small detail I had to change, and now I can't get it to happen at all. In fact, let's try building default mode and see if that's better. This is the thing about... okay, hang on, I got it. This is the thing about building in this game that is really frustrating to do. And then, what happens if I mess this up? What happens if I get this to the wrong height? And it's like, do I change it? Do I just live with it? Okay, that doesn't work. Default. Curve. None of those work. Oh, and here's another fun one. Here's another fun one. Ready? Here's another fun one that you're going to love. Let's get my conveyor. Oh, come on. Stop snapping the crap. If I turn on snapping. Okay, that. Okay, well, straight mode is not possible for what I want. Okay, just relax. Just calm down. Chillax. Gravy. Okay, what I'm trying to do isn't even remotely relevant. So, there's that. Let's just move this forward a smidge. Why doesn't that work? Curve? None of those work. Why don't they work? I'm really confused as to why this isn't working. I really don't get all the hoopla. Why has it got all the weirdness there? Yeah, I don't get that at all. I guess this radius is too small. Okay. Yeah, okay, so let's try this. Let's test my theory. Leave it in default mode. Come out here. Okay. Oh, it won't even let me build there. Okay, fine. Still invalid. I love this one. It says it's just clipping, but then when I try to place it there, it's like, nope, that's invalid. You can't do that. Love that one. Okay, well, let's just go with the blue one. Let's go with that one. Nope, same problem. Whew. Let's do this. I already don't like this, and I'm going to do something different, but I just need to prove the concept. Okay, that was the issue. The whole issue is being too close. Oh, okay. How do I fix it? I think the way to fix it is to have these guys back to back. Yep, that's how we're going to fix it. This guy's just wrong. Just wrong. Okay. Okay, that was, yeah, got it. I want these to be back to back. I really wish you could, I really wish you could snap to more surfaces. That would be good. That'd be nice. The way it is, I think the way I'm going to have to do it is go here. Okay. Wow. Get rid of this one. Okay, now there it is. It's reversed. The reverse is what we want. All of these we want reversed, at least for the first one. Yeah, after that we might be able to do it from the bottom. Oh no, this isn't going to line up, is it? Oh, it did. Okay, good. It lines up. Great. Great, it lines up now. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. It doesn't exactly tell me. I think that's right. Yeah. Except, I just realized it doesn't actually, well, we're going to do one this way, and then we're going to go from there. We're going to first see if the concept works at the bottom, and then, provided that it does, we're going to make it work at the top. 2, 3, and then 1, 2. I think that's right. Hopefully. But we don't need the vertical position to be perfect. Now. Oh, hello. Yeah, this just goes right in. Right, so that is easier than all this hoopla. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So actually all I need to do is connect there and go up. Okay, behind it. It could even be closer, to be honest. So I could copy this one right here, for example. Turn on snapping mode. Oh, never mind. We're too late for that. Building cannot be nudged. Come on, man. That's really annoying. Because I nudged the same type of building. The reason it can't be nudged isn't clear to me. Yeah, why can't it be nudged? It's not clear to me what's special about it. Okay, yeah, you're in that special spot I don't want you to be in. Can it be nudged from here? Yeah, here can be nudged. Okay. So what we actually want... Okay, we don't want to try to bend sideways. I'm tempted to try to bend it sideways and have it come through here. Problem is, it's going to have the same problem with bend radius it had before. What I could do, though, is have it bend sideways and come through here. Right? Come by over by more than that. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'll have it hit the same height and come out this way. Won't that be confusing? Yeah, but it'll look cool. It'll look cool. It'll confuse the heck out of me. It'll look cool. So that's what we're going with. I'm sure I'll never regret that decision. All right, let's delete only these kinds of things, and let's delete that one. Oh, hello. That one, that one. Got him. And while we're at it, we can get rid of that and that. That. Oh, no, that. There we go. Getting a little bit of lag. I really hope the stream audio sounds okay. Okie dokes. I'm not really listening keenly today as I was last time. Now I'm just having fun and just trusting the setup I did last time as best I can. Oh, it's not reversed. What the heck? It was reversed. I reversed it, but I started down here. Blah. Okay. You see what I mean? You see how this game gets at you when you're building stuff? It's like, okay, I got all the things figured out. Oh, except for that one thing. And then you have to start over. Like no, you can't just change that one thing. You can't just change the direction of belt travels. No. You could never do that. Why would you ever think that? You need to rebuild your belt. It's the only option. All right, it's going to go that way. I'm going to build these all from the bottom because I do not want to change belt direction ever again for any reason. This is what's happening. Hopefully that's good. And then you get to the point where you're like, oh, those don't line up anymore, but I don't care anymore. You know? That's something that's going to happen at some point. One of these is going to be off. And I've suddenly realized I already don't care. Because of the frustrations I just experienced. And like I feel like those are optional, very optional frustrations. Granted, I realize it takes work to make them optional. Okay, well, I do care. I still care a little bit. There's some tiny sadistic part of my soul that wants, masochistic part of my soul somewhere that wants to see me suffer, I guess. Because I still care a little bit. Little teeny bit. Whew. Okay. Well, I mean, my reaction times are going to go up while building my factory. That is a true statement. My reaction times will increase, will get better as a result of this endeavor. This is why I find it frustrating. Why should building the perfect factory require reaction time? And it's not that it precisely does, but dang, it really, really, really helps. Okay, almost there. See what I mean? Perfect. Whew. You know, I should walk through these guys as I'm building them and rock in reverse. Oh, that's cool. I don't have to move at all. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I love. Yes, that's efficiency. 2 button clicks. Done. That's simple. See, like this game will do things like that and make me fall in love with it, and then it'll do things like what we just talked about, and it makes me fall out of love with it. So it's a complicated relationship. Okay. This factory is going to be really cool, and it won't be perfect, but it's going to feel nice that I tried. I think I do like it this way, even though it's sort of overlapping a little bit. It doesn't overlap, but it's close. Well, that's what you want. You want it to be flush. Okay, great. Ah, maybe I need a break from this to do something else. Let's think about my actual objective. That's a nice break from all the whatchamacallit, all the routine. Okay, so I'm gonna bring these guys around and through out to a certain point. And then I want to take every one of these and split them in a bajillion directions. Oh, and you know what? I now have access to smart splitters. Conveyor smart splitter. I need an AI limiter. How hard are those to produce again? Okay, we have a merger and we have a priority merger. Okay, great. Okay, how hard is it to build a smart splitter? That isn't my only, sorry, an AI limiter. I have 20 of them. If I can build infinitely more, then I'm going to just use them. Okay, I can build them using a little bit of wire, right? Yeah, copper sheet, quick wire. Okay, yes. Yes, we're going to be using AI limiters all the time. They're simple to build. I can automate that in a couple of minutes. Whoa, as soon as I get copper sheets automated. Okay, so we're going to use that. And maybe we should have used that at the bottom. I don't think it would have taken up less space, though. Oh, get your AI limiters. Get them. You will probably need half of them. Do I have everything I need to build a priority merger? I do. Great. I don't know if it takes priority. I don't know if it takes AI limiters or not. Probably. Okay. Okay. Here's what I want to know. If I build a splitter, okay, is it possible to upgrade that to a smart splitter? It is not. Okay. So basically, from now on, hang on, let's see. Logistics. Okay, merger, smart merger, it requires, oh, those things. Those aren't fun. But I can automate them now because I have the manufacturers. Okay, yeah. Let's make the default for now. We can always change it back. Okay. For this task, I do not at all want... What I'm going to do is take 3 adjacent things and move them into the merger. So I think what I want to do is this. I really should move 3 of the same type. That would be helpful. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to continue on with the same plan. Like three related ones, right? That's what it should do. Obviously, this goes here. That is going to be the next one. Wait a minute. This one's different from the rest. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I should even bother. We don't want it in reverse. It's stuck out more than the rest. It's in line. So it seems. Great. Okay, so I realized I have a fatal flaw in my plan. Ooh. Huh. I could put them over and then just have a couple of... Straight. That looks atrocious. That looks horrendous. No, that's not going to work. That's going to go, it's going to cut through this guy and make me confused about this one. And it's going to cut, well, it actually doesn't affect this one. It just affects that one. But you can see it can't quite make it in this space here. This may mean rebuilding all of these guys, but I probably wouldn't do that, even if it did mean that. Okay, I can see here it partially ducts through. Whoops. Hang on, let me get myself situated. I can see here it partially ducts through this one, which is okay. It also partially ducts through this one, which is not okay. Oh, it dawned on me. Wait, I want to try something else. Let's go. Ooh, let's not fall. Falling not recommended. Let's leave that alone. Oops. Just go away from there. Go to this one. And delete these two. And go down and rebuild them. And just check this out. I've got this new, fresh idea, which is probably horrible. Actually, I just figured out what's wrong with this idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yep. I just make a slight adjustment, that's all. I'm already not expecting this idea to work. But it sounds cool. Like it's going to be cool to think about it. And then we're going to discuss the fact that I should have moved all of my... I should have laid out my storage in a slightly different way. So if I could get these guys to come into a central merger and then come together... Oh, that would be glorious, wouldn't it? No, there's a problem with that, though. Wait a minute. There's a huge, huge problem with that. I can't just... No. I can't just merge them all together and then split them apart again because it's just going to pick a winner. Let me make sure. I've got at least 2 of them now. So let's see what happens when I do this. Let's see how they spread. What happens? Okay, it is actually dividing. Okay, yeah, that could work then. That could work. There's a potential for bottlenecks, though. If we don't need wires, but we do need cables, and we have a wire... Yeah, if we don't need wires and we need cables, it's going to bottleneck. So that's not even... We can't do the smart splitter idea. We can't merge them all together. That's not even an option. Okay. So this idea goes away. Okay. They have to remain separate. Man, it'd be nice if there were some way to avoid using so much space. And this goes away too, because they have to remain separate. They can't go together even if I did have enough space. Okay. That gets me back to my original plan, which is probably okay. We'll just see how okay. You know what? I think I can live with a nonsense. Show you what I mean by that. We're going to have a little bit of funny business. At the low price of having a little bit of funny business here, we're not going to have to think about this problem again. Like that. Now that is some funny business. Because right here, we've got... we've got iron plates coming out of something that should hold... What? Oh, it's not connected. A thing that should be holding iron bars. Yeah. That's the funny business. But I think we can make it work. Actually, I am confident we can make it work. I'm not sure how much work it will be. How much rework it will be, I should say. See, this is another thing. I wish that once you'd placed one of these guys, you then had the freedom to reorient to either side, to go a different route. I really, really wish that was the case. That'd be so helpful. So helpful. There are probably mods that do it. Probably are. I mean, if there's a mod that does it, I should get the mod and stop complaining. Of course, then what would I talk about? Okay, anyway. See, I guess I kind of got the wrong attitude, don't I? I'm kind of complaining about building something awesome. That's just kind of how I roll. It's probably not the right attitude to have. Anyway. Yep, it's going to be helpful, visual aid. Now, we're going to do it this way because it's going to be helpful. Now, this is absolutely the farthest it could be. Okay, we're going to put it right here because I think that's accurate. I think that's going to be good. Wait a minute. Something like that. We'll see. We'll see what it's like. Well, that works fine for me. Okay, great. You see how weird it is? We've got the, if you look in the distance, we got two different things coming to the same area. It's fine. We just ignore that for the rest of our lives. It's a small price to pay. The other price we might pay, but I don't think so. We might have to rebuild part of that. I think we're going to get away with it this time. Looks like we got away with it. Oh yeah, we got it. Big time. Big time. Okay. Okay, this is what we wanted. This is what we've been complaining about. Whoa, yeah. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This bothers me a bit. I fix it. I fix it, Mom. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to fix it with default because I don't really need it to be perfectly cool. There we go. Would it look better with... Here I go. Would it look better with curve? Probably, but why? Should I? Yeah, anyway. Okay. I do like straight, though. It's kind of fun. Okay. So we got all these guys coming in. We need them to go into... We need them to go into... Well, oh, you know what? This worked out. This totally worked out. Look, these are organized. It worked out because I'm clever and not too clever. This is both copper. This is both iron stuff. This is iron. And, okay, well, this is a little bit unorganized there. These are both steel. Well, this is a bit unorganized. This is steel. Yeah. Okay, that's not both steel. We got these guys, which I'm pretty sure are not produced in the factory here. Are they? I don't think so. Okay, so it's a little bit disorganized, but you know what? Okay, it starts off well anyway. Now what I'm going to do probably is change this to where every other one is going to be higher. Smart splitter. Is that what I want? You know what? I don't need it to be a smart splitter. We've discussed this. Smart splitter will not do what we hope it would do. What I'm thinking about, what I was hoping, prior to merger, I don't even know. I haven't seen a use case for that yet. What I was hoping for with the smart splitter was what you have in Factorio, where you have one thing on one side of the belt and one thing on the other. And you can filter. But that's not, it's not the same. It doesn't work that way. I want to be in front of that one, actually. Do I? Yes, this is how I want it to be. Because these are the ones I'm not going to redo. No, I'm not going to redo them. I'm just going to hook them up. So, in fact, let's give more space. Let's do it right there. Make it look intentional. Because we're not redoing it today. Okay, so. Wish I could, yeah, hover. If I were able to hover in one place, that would be very nice. I think this is where I want to be. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna start getting the hang of it. We want that guy rods. Wait a minute, we need to stagger these. Yes, we do. Otherwise, it's not even gonna serve a purpose. These need to be staggered. So give her to that one. Okay. The one that comes from the bottom is here. Oops. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Falling, come on. Falling still not recommended. Okay, that'd be this one now. Oh, come on. Perfect. And the last one needs to be staggered as well. Okay. Let's just take care of these for now. This is kind of exhausting. Redoing stuff is exhausting. Also, the fact that the conveyor pole doesn't get deleted along with the belt, that's a bit exhausting most of the time. Most of the time, exhausting. Just realized deleting those first would have made the other steps a little bit easier. Yes, it would have. Okay. Connect from there to there. Does it look all right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. That's all right. Perfect. Wait. I see what I did wrong. I'm fixing it. We probably want these all to be Mark IVs. Keyword staggered. Alrighty. Now that's good. If I pull out from here, I got plenty of room. I can run 1, 2, 3. How close can I get? Too steep. That doesn't work either. That doesn't work. Okay, that works for some reason. Too steep in any sense. Perfect. Is there room to build 2? That is my main question here. Doesn't look it. Yeah, okay, there's not really room to do both of them that way. They need to be staggered more. More staggered, okay. So, ideally, we would stagger them vertically, not horizontally. Try lookout tower. This might help. This might help. Let's get a good view from the top. Oh, I almost flew over that. Whoops. Okay, get a good view. See, this is way too close. I should have backed it up some. We got this one here. What if we put the next one there, and the third one there, and then this next one could go there again? Maybe that kind of system would work. At any rate, it's worth trying, right? Now, does it have to be touching? No. It doesn't have to be near. It could be further. You know what? Let me think about this. Let me think through my life. Okay, because I've got a ton of space here and I don't, like, I'm literally not enjoying this task. And I've got a ton of space. So let's make smart decisions that take space instead of time. Right? Let's not agonize over the most compact possible layout. Let's do something that takes space instead of time. Now this is going to be lined up with this one. Really can't tell if it's lined up with that. It's not. Oh, now it is. Great. I can see the arrow. Great. Yep. Let's consume some space. Was too close anyway. You know what? I'm considering not coming back. I'm considering having it keep going. An interesting side effect of using all this space, let's be consistent. It's interesting side effect of using all this space is it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're out of plates. Well, guess where we can find them? Right over here. Although granted, I want to have a little more than just 20. An interesting side effect of this is it didn't really matter which one went on top and bottom. Like, I could have done it in the easiest way possible. All right, we're out. So it would go right to about here. Give or take, let's just say it went to here. Yeah, I think that gives me a fair amount of room to work. This space is going to be mainly wasted, but... Okay, so I don't completely hate it. Here's what I think. It makes the most sense that the factory's going to go this way. I think I want it to go that way. So now I want to redo the whole thing. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. It is worth it. Honestly, I complain, but it's worth it. This is what I want. I want a perfect factory. I want a perfect princess little factory. That's what I want. Okay? Get it? That's what I want. Don't stop falling. Okay, great. Alrighty. Let's start from here. Splitter. It does not matter which one is on top, so I'm going to choose you, Pikachu. Oversight of mine. Okay, it doesn't matter, except that it's going to be way easier to do it the other way because of reasons that I am not going to go change now. In the abstract sense, it does not matter, but I've already committed to this one. I'm not going to undo that decision. There are some details I just can't sweat. Perfect. Okay. Can't sweat every detail. You gotta leave some of them alone. Scoot over there. All right, well, I was really excited when I started, and now I'm not. I kind of feel like, on the one hand, I'm thinking, hey, maybe I'll never be excited about this project, and I should just get it done. Because I honestly have struggled to be excited about any aspect of it. You can see why. You can see why I might struggle to be excited about something where I'm so militant about getting it perfect and exciting. Oh, the result might be, I think the result, did I move that? Anyway, I think the result will be exciting enough. And let me put it another way. This is definitely the way I want to do things. And the reason is because I don't like this project and never want to have to redo it. And if I don't do it correctly now or in a way that doesn't annoy me, then I will always have to live with it. Now that I think about it, that might not even be so bad. Oh well. Decision made. Decision made. Okay, good. That's all done now. Great. Oh yeah, this is a little bit irregular compared to the rest. That's fine. I'm not... Is it? It's fine. It's not fine. I'm gonna change it. I'm wondering if I should come back to this later, because it's not exciting at the moment. But I also am pretty sure it will never be exciting. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it will never be exciting. So if I don't do it now, I will do it later. I might be in a better mood later, but still complaining. Anyway, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just get these connected, leave it there, and go from there. Maybe I don't even have to do that much, because the next step is relatively easy, as long as I still believe it's the right decision. Yeah. Yep. I don't like leaving things unfinished, but it might be smart to. Great. Hehehe. Great. Whoa, where's the second one here? Oh, it's that. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's that. Perfect. We got to go. Okay, yeah, I think this is a great place to leave it. Because I've got an ambition. The factory's going to go this way. Let's... Ugh, why isn't it default? Let's zoop it. Zoop it up. Let's at least express the ambition of which direction I want the factory to go. Actually, come to think of it, this might just be how I route the... See, I'm getting all kinds of good ideas now that I'm not stuck on that boring thing. Okay, this is something I can fix right away. I had intended for my factory to get taller that way, but now I've got another floor, so perfect. Are there any other extras? There are. Plenty of extras. I'm going to leave these alone, even though I won't need them most likely. I'm just not going to mess with them. Not bothering anything. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is route... this is a great idea. And you know what? I don't even need the splitters for my idea to work. But I'm going to leave them in place. I'm going to have all the stuff come this way as a main bus. Come down this way, and then I'm going to have the assembly lines up here, and just... This is basically going to be a Factorio build. Okay. Okay, I'm excited again, actually. Let me check the time. Do I have the right to be excited this time of night? I don't. I don't have the right. Okay, it's too late. I'm going to go to bed. Got to work tomorrow, so... And I got to get up bright and early for work tomorrow. So... I am going to not do any of the stuff today, but we've got a plan in place. I told you it's going to run out of concrete soon. Aha! I knew it. I knew it. Oh, I forgot to do this part, but hey, whatever. Okay. I'm really motivated to continue, but I shouldn't. Okay. Well, tune in next time. Maybe tomorrow. You know what? No. If I'm in a good mood tomorrow, well, maybe late. Maybe late. Maybe I'll catch an hour or two, depending on how tired I am. Maybe today or tomorrow. Or, sorry, maybe Monday or Tuesday. So, keep an eye out for that. But certainly, sometime later in the week, I intend to finish this. I'm going to connect that up and send it this way. And then we'll create a main bus line. Basically, what we're going to do is, at every point... Excuse me. At every point where we want to put down a factory and it needs 2, 3, 4 items, we're going to put a couple of splitters there to collect those items. And we might even do underground belts. What would be a good analogy for that? Like, basically, I'm going to make a Factorio style main bus line and factory. And I think that's the only way to keep track of this kind of stuff. When you have the onesie twosies, you don't really need a bunch of them. I think this is the only way to keep track. So that's what we're going to do. Next time! All right. You know what? It'd be cool to save while in the air, wouldn't it? Great. It'd be cool. Okay, but I am going to put down... I'm going to put down a lookout tower so that I can kind of get the gist of it. Let's pretend my lookout tower goes, sure, whatever, there. Up, 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 up. There, that's probably good. Oh, yeah. I probably can still get to the top. I bet I can. Would you look at that? I'm not even halfway. Yeah, just barely, we're halfway. This is, I can get used to this. I definitely could get used to this. Oh, no, okay. Apparently I'm struggling to get used to it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like there should be 6 of those. Huh. That is a problem for future me. Those 2 go there, those 2 go there. That is definitely a problem for future me. I hope I don't forget. If I do, I'll just be cursing again. You know what? Yeah, dealing with it now will frustrate me less. Yes, I'm at least going to do this much before we go. Connect the bottom one. Not the top one, just the bottom one. We got to work it out. This is the bottom one, that's the top one. Okay, top, bottom. Top, bottom. Top, bottom. Wait a minute, I'm seeing something weird here. Oh, no, not weird. That got a little bit off. Look, a little bit screwy. I'm not even going to worry about it. Not going to fix it. This is going to be top and this is going to be bottom for the last one. Does that mean we only have 10 of them? Okay, let's just do a Mark III. Probably need to convert them all to Mark IIIs anyway. I'm not going to fight with it right now. Yeah, I need to probably convert them to Mark IVs. Let's be honest. That's what I really need. I've got the resources to do it. I probably should just make everything be Mark IV. Why use a smaller belt? Yeah, that's a consideration. That's certainly a consideration. All right, well, as soon as I get the Mark II blueprints, I'm going to take that under advisement. Okay, so it looks like we only have 10. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There are 12 here. There are 12 down here. This is copper sheets and... Oh, they're not going to be in order at all. I need more of those, so hey. Not going to be in order. Let's not even try. One, two, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I just miscounted. I think the issue is when I'm up here, I can't see all of them. Okay. Honestly, these lookout towers are way too short. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a great idea. But like, even when I first used it, and I was building much smaller back then, they're just way too short. They've never really fulfilled my need of like needing to be able to get an overview, which is frustrating. Don't know that I'll make it all the way to the top, but probably would have. I didn't have time to play around though if I had. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I probably just couldn't see that one. Okay. So here, we're going to send our main bus down this way and we're going to use splitters at junctions to interrupt. I guess this is kind of our first junction. We could have a factory right up here. Although I don't think I will. I think I'll just leave this alone. This looks so shiny. We're going to come over here with our main bus line. And I think every time we have an interruption, we're just gonna something. Now this, I've decided this is gonna be a truck-free zone. The first level of my factory, I designed for trucks, for tractors, I should say, but trucks are the same size, as first-class citizens. You see where this guy's coming? I designed the entire downstairs around the idea of having trucks, because I'm like, ooh, I have trucks, they're new. I'm using it to get everywhere. It's a big factory. I need a truck. But now I have a jetpack. And now I'm also a lot faster. I have the blades on my legs, which make me a lot faster as well. So, granted, the truck is still, the tractor is still faster than the blades. But I also have hypertubes, so, which are faster than trucks. With tractors. You know what I mean? Anyway. This second layer is not really going to have as much of an emphasis on trucks because I need to be able to do bigger builds and I can navigate bigger builds. I gotta go bigger. I'm not going to build this yet. It'll be tempting. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you know what? The whole point of going up there was to do an outro and then leave. That's how outros work, isn't it? Oh, wow. I'm getting better at this. Okay, yeah. Let's just look there and save. See you later, folks. Bye-bye for now.